I survived a match with Andre the Giant. He took me up in a big vertical suplex, and not only was I scared to death, I mean, my toes curled up inside my boots. But when we got down there, I learned gravity is real. And how many of those can you take? I was at somebody's house, and they were watching television. They were clicking through the channels, and I said, whoa, there's Tony Little, and look what he's doing. And when I saw that machine, the first thing that I looked at is, number one, low impact. It's gentle on the joints. And it's the gift that keeps on giving. Because no matter how often you use it, you want to use it more. You get addicted to it, really. And if I can possibly be an inspiration to others, the way Tony Little has been an inspiration to me, get on the phone, get your Gazelle.
End is here. Am I doing that right? What's up, guys? Happy Sunday. Watch along Sunday. We're doing a fun one today. WWE Armageddon 2002. Haven't seen this one in forever. It's the only time Shawn Michaels was ever on a pay-per-view really holding the World Heavyweight Championship from WCW since the previous month when he won it and had a quick little run with it. And it was the last time Shawn Michaels' hands touched World Championship gold throughout his entire duration of his career. So this was a fun match in the main event here. A lot of fun stuff on the undercard. We had to do a December related pay-per-view. So I was checking out the Armageddons. We did 99 a couple of years ago, or last year, I think. And this one kind of stuck out even more so than the year 2000 with the big Hell in the Cell match because of, you know, just the card and the undercard and how many Attitude Era stars are on this show and how fun it looked. So that's what we're going to do tonight, while Eagles and Cowboys, I believe, is our Sunday night game. The Lions went down to the Bears today, which kind of sucked. And I think Kansas City just had a last-minute play nullified there and lost to the Bills. So it looks like it was a pretty fun Sunday for those of you who watched football here in the States. But we're back now to watch our pay-per-view. You know what to do. We're watching this thing on Peacock, Armageddon 2002. You want to go find Season 3, Episode 1. We have a 2-hour, 48-minute, and 56-second runtime here. So get yourself set up for a couple of minutes, and we'll all hit play together here in just a few. Going to do some shout-outs here in the chat. Say hi to those of you who are here right now. We got our friends and channel members, Zane G and Tatanani, in the house. Who else is here on the channel member side of things? Brandon McNeil is here. Good to see you, my friend. JJ Legg is also in the house. And we have a lot of friends like Ira Sutton, Ray Fran, Joseph Boza, Ben Espinoza, Always Radio. We Are Pro Wrestling might definitely have some questions for you. We have Gilbert in the house as well, David Brown, Mike Rouse, Ray Frand, as always, good to see you as well. Who else is here? Who else? Future Endeavored, I see you. Right on. I've also decided to start listing all the top super chatters of the last couple of months down below. So if you have supported the channel multiple times, you should see your name scrolling across there. So thank you to everyone who always supports the channel. And I think we got George Morris adding to his total here. What's up, dude? Thanks for the token 5 as always. Hey, Greg, how are you doing? And how is Tito? Armageddon 2002, 10 out of 10. Yes, we're doing a 10 out of 10 for George. Big fight at Target. Some guy handling business. That's awesome. Just beating up a bunch of red shirts, huh? That's the way it goes. I saw a crazy story about 2 women shoplifting together, and then we're in a Walmart. And when they were running and fleeing from police or fleeing from security, in a frantic, one lady got in her car and then ran over the very friend that she was shoplifting with and killed her. Crazy stories, man, all over this world. But as always, George, I'm glad you're safe. Good to see Jeff McMahon and MJ Parker chiming in as well. Channel members, friends in the house. Good to see you. This should be a fun one tonight. I think a lot of you guys have fond memories of the show. You've mentioned it throughout the week here once I posted the link. Oh, this is a great one. I had lots of memories. The main event is fucking nuts. And that's what we're going to watch today, Armageddon 2002. So start giving me your suggestions for next week, which, yeah, nothing is in the way. I should be here, no problem, next week doing a watch along. So we'll try to figure out another December pay-per-view to do next week. Maybe a Starrcade. We might have to do one of those. So we will talk about it. Zane G, what up, man? Thank you for the 10. What up, good mic work? Got admitted to the hospital. I was in the ER all day yesterday. Didn't get up into a room until 1 a.m. I'm trying to stay positive, chilling with you in the chat as an escape. Zane, all the best to you, my friend. Take care of yourself. Don't worry about sending us super chat money or anything like that. Just get yourself right. And yes, hopefully everything will be okay, and stay positive. Endless positive vibes coming from us in this chat. That's for sure. We're happy to have you here. Spend some time with Zane this year at WrestleMania weekend. We had a blast, and that was a lot of fun. So hopefully everything goes well with you, Zane. Wishing you the best and good luck with everything. Hopefully you're able to enjoy this as much as possible, even though it sounds like you are not in the most fun place you could be right now. So our thoughts are with you, Zane, and best of luck, man. Starrcade 1990, right on. Zach Palgett, what's up, man? Good to see you. What's your chat? What's my chat? I don't know. Starrcade 96, that's a good one. 94, I don't even know if we can watch, man, with the butcher and all of that nonsense, but maybe we'll get to it if we want to be masochists. Yo, the Juliet's in the house. Hopefully Dragon Lee is North American champ longer than 3 or 4 days after last night. Also, Armageddon 2000 is my vote. Yeah, we probably should do that one. I did a review of 2000 a couple of years ago. I don't think I've ever reviewed this show, though. So this is the first time we've done anything Armageddon 2002 related. So that's this should be fun. And also, yeah, it was good to see Dragon Lee win the title last night. I kind of said that in the podcast yesterday because we were live for the podcast right before Deadline went live, and I'm like, Dragon Lee lost last night on SmackDown to Santos pretty easily and pretty cleanly in a pretty short match. Are they really going to back-to-back this guy, and he's going to drop another one? I feel like if Dominic's going to retain, he's going to need a whole lot of help to do it. And apparently he lost, and Dragon Lee is your new North American champ. Loved the segment with CM Punk and HBK with Punk wearing the Bret Hart shirt. That was awesome. Looked like fun stuff last night at NXT. And just how wild and surreal was it that CM Punk is at an NXT show running head-to-head with Collision? Wild. Fucking wild, man. Anywho, well, we need to get going here on Armageddon. Hopefully you guys have found Armageddon 2002, got it primed and ready on your Peacock with your fingers on the trigger. We'll do a countdown from 3 and hit play together. Once we do that, the timer below me will begin to run. That way, if you have to sit through Peacock ads or any other bullshit that throws you off, you just got to sync your timer to our timer, and everything will be fine. That's how it works here. Right on. Well, I'm ready if you guys are. While I'm doing this, or after we hit... Oh, wait, I got my mouse is reversed. There we go. All right, where am I trying to get to here? There we go. There you go, Greg. See, trying to do one mouse left-handed Watch me do anything left-handed and tell me we don't come from apes, because I don't know what the hell I'm doing. There we go. All right. I think I am ready to go. Trigger. All right, here we go. Countdown from 3. Y'all ready? 3, 2, 1, play. All right. Kick ass. That's how we do it up in here. I'm not going to play this song very loud because I don't want any copyright BS. The end is here. Now, I feel like this is the same type of video package they played a year before at the show I was at live, Survivor Series 2001, with the end of the Alliance. I feel like it was a similar video package, right? The end is here. Rockets and shit going off. I know. I don't know if Punk did that on purpose, wore the Bret Hart hoodie just to troll, but I thought it was pretty funny. And I love that HBK was like, nice hoodie. And it was nice. I tweeted about it, and Roots of Fight, the company that made that shirt, liked the tweet. Well, we're getting a whole ass long thing here. Oh, I'm so happy too. This was also... That is weird. I just thought about that. I never really thought about this until now. So Paul White, or Big Show, and Shawn both won the title at Survivor Series, right? And they both dropped it the next month? How many times has that happened in WWE history? We Are Pro Wrestling. Look it up in your Encyclopedia Britannicas up there in your house. How many times have 2 world titles changed hands on one show and then both changed again at the next? I mean, it might have happened before, but it can't be a super common thing. At least I think Big Show drops the title on this show. Maybe he doesn't, but I don't know what the fuck happens. Yeah, I think Kurt must win it because he's champion going into WrestleMania 19 in 03. So he probably beats the Big Show here. I'm just glad that the Big Show didn't hold the title for very long. Raw and SmackDown. You guys do me a favor and smash that thumbs up button. I'm only showing 8 likes, but I know that's not accurate. I just need to refresh my page. But whatever they are, we need more. Thank you. They're probably more like 30. All right. Here we go. Where did they say I didn't catch the arena? Well, Jim Ross will probably tell us right now. Right, here we go. Fort Lauderdale. Wow, Fort Lauderdale. I was in Fort Lauderdale in 2005 for a bachelor party weekend. We drove from North Carolina down there for a golfing and titty bar weekend. It was fun. Oh, and spring training for the New York Mets. That too. All right, so this is going to be Dudley's against somebody. This is a remarkable pay-per-view set. Look at this thing. That's how you do it. That's how you do a set right there. I mean, they put work into that thing. For a December pay-per-view, no less. All right, we're getting... I can barely hear it, Howard. Unless this is... I feel like this music could be dubbed or something because... Howard, I could barely hear him. It sounds like this is an elimination match for the tags. For the Raw tags, I guess. I'm glad they got back together because they were split up in 02 in the draft, right? So it's going to be Dudley's. And is that supposed to be an A? Over the, looks like a Blair Witch Project logo or something like that. Stacy with the Dudleys was one of my favorite renditions of Stacy. I just loved her in the glasses and the short shorts and she's great. She was so perfect for that. Like of all the people she valeted or managed or appeared with, for some reason, Dudleys were my favorite. I just thought she looked awesome. I mean, and I know I've told you guys over and over for years and years, my heart belongs to Miss Elizabeth, but Stacy's 1B. It's 1A and 1B with me. They don't make them more perfect than that. Okay, so it's Bookie and Goldie. All right. I'm okay with that. They were a fun act. They had fun backstage stuff. I was happy to see Goldust back. Just back in the company was crazy. The Duchess of Dudleyville. Again, Lita in 05 is 1C. That's true. I think there's a whole bunch of them just tied for 1. So it's going to be, must be Jericho and Christian? There's Jericho. There's Christian. Get out here, Christian. Is this the show where Shawn comes out with his classic 90s attire? I thought he kind of always did. A lot of the stuff he was wearing upon his return was some of the same shit he wore before. It didn't look that different. I mean, I know in this one he's wearing the Village People hat. Mohammed wants to be acknowledged. Okay, you're here. We see you. All you got is an orange circle with an M. Acknowledge the orange circle. I'm kidding, Mohammed. Glad you're here, man. We're doing well always. Jericho and Christian, the Dudleys stealing their stuff. Is that when they had to be naked or whatever, when they were running around in the towels or whatever? Like Vince wanted them to be full on naked or something? I don't know. Anyway, we got a big 4-way, I guess, elimination tag here for the titles. No idea who wins this at all. Unfortunately, I do not have, I don't think, I checked my shelf. I did not see it. I don't have Armageddon 2002, the DVD. When it came to WWE DVDs, we talked about the home video, ending the home video distribution yesterday on the podcast. But when it came to collecting WWE DVDs, I rarely bought pay-per-views because I would always watch the pay-per-views and tape them myself. I didn't need them. I was more about buying like the box sets, not the box sets, but the 3 DVD disc sets, the biographies, the compilations, things like that. I didn't really care about having the actual pay-per-views because I already had them. I recorded every WWE pay-per-view up through, I'd say, 2006. And then I started right around Eddie. Was when I started not hitting all of them, but still most of them. And then I think in 2008, I stopped recording them completely. We got Nick Patrick. This is the ref for this thing, by the way. 2 years removed from the alliance, or 1 year removed from the end of the alliance. Let me think here. It looks like probably every person in this match right now also worked Survivor Series 2001, except maybe Goldust. Goldust did not. He was not there. Everybody else was, though. Yeah, Gilbert, I was bummed out. I was a little disappointed with the Edge and Christian match because I was happy it was going to be main eventing a Dynamite. I thought it would be good, and I had no issue with the match itself. Just didn't really like the finish. And having Nick Wayne's mom being involved in that just wasn't for me. Oh, he's not a sucker. Jericho. Jericho and Goldust, man. That's a match I haven't seen a ton of. Hmm. So we got Dustin Rhodes, Booker T, and Lord Steven Regal in there from WCW right now. We got ECW represented with the Dudleys and Lance Storm. Nobody in here is a real just WWE guy through and through. None of them. Everybody in this match, except for maybe Christian, had a well-established name before coming to WWE. Christian, maybe not. He had some indie work, but he hadn't had a big contract yet. So I guess Christian would be the most WWE-ish guy of this entire match here. Would you concur, fellow wrestling historians? Do you concur? Oh, a big headbutt to the balls. Yeah, we do have Jericho, Christian, and Goldust who all still wrestle. I haven't seen Dustin in a while, but I don't think he's officially retired yet. Nobody in this match is currently in WWE wrestling actively. Closest would be Booker. Booker and Regal work there. Oh, big 3D to Christian. Oh, damn. There you go. Oh no, they fucked up. That's a fucking botch. Regal went to hook the tights. Bubba tried to oversell it, and they ended up rolling backwards, and they just redid the pin. They should have tried to regroup there and done a move. But a match like this, probably time is even tighter. The Dudleys are eliminated all right. And now Regal's eliminated. Well, that's a shame. Yeah, Dudleys are gone already with no tables. Hope the fans are going to be okay. Because Lord knows we don't get enough tables in wrestling. Goldust's little ass cannon there that he did was always fun. Whenever there's elimination matches, pins happen way too frequently. And it cracks me up how, like, all of a sudden, just because it's an elimination match, that just a regular move will suddenly beat you. A clothesline, a suplex, power slam, anything like that, drop kick, some top rope move that will routinely be kicked out of in any other style of match will all of a sudden be enough to put a world champion away for the 3 count. It's something that I think WWE should, or wrestling in general, should not be so predictable on. Is you should have an elimination match like with 4 guys or 4 teams where like 30 minutes go by and nobody's eliminated yet. Why not? That sounds like something for Ring of Honor. Do it there. Oh, Dustin is retired? Are we sure? Did he officially retire? Has he had his final actual match? Did I forget it? Oh. Wow. Christian saved that at the very last second. Smitty, yes, he did. Jim Johnson did make the End is Near theme. I remember that. I think they stuck it on one of their CDs. Oh, wow. Oh, man. Oh, Goldust thrown into the steps and then beaten with the Union Jack. That's awesome. Notice Jericho used that one, not the Canadian flag. All right, they're live tonight in the United Kingdom. Hopefully some United Kingdom people are in the chat right now. Y'all usually are here representing. I love Ted Lasso. I love that show. I love that that's the one thing I can think of to speak to somebody from the UK about. I really like that show. Ted Lasso is good. Hannah Waddington is, she's something else. Look at us. Look at this abdominal stretch in a 4-way tag elimination. Christian sucks. Has he been a creepy little bastard yet? Has he been a CLB? When does he become a CLB? He's living up to that nickname. Now he's just a creepy old bastard. I'm worried about what he is. If they bring him out there on Wednesday with the Von Erichs, oh my God. Oh. Oh, they're talking about the weakest link? Oh, okay. Maybe you guys are right. Maybe I'm forgetting. So Dustin did officially retire against Cody. Maybe I just forgot. Yeah, I guess I'm dumb. I thought he could maybe potentially turn up for one more match or something. I didn't think he was going to be wrestling routinely, but I guess I just forgot. It's that short-term memory. Yeah, you guys are probably right about that. Ow. Okay, so this is pre-CLB. Christian's one of those guys that got better looking the older he got. This hair just isn't for him. Like, he looks like a normal person now, like a handsome fella, just like all of us are. But back then, and this scraggly ass hair and shit that he had, Edge just had him beat in the looks department by, I'd say, a good 6 to 7 points on the hotness scale. You know, from the standard 1 through 10 scale that we all follow. I'd put Edge 7 points ahead of him. I'd have sex with Edge before Christian. What about you guys? Mike, what about you? Oh, too bad. Christian from like 2001 to 2003 or 4 too. Felt like he went through a lot of outfit changes, a lot of theme music changes. Just never really found it until maybe around 2005 when he left. Oh. It's fun watching everybody in prime shape here. You know, the Bookers and the look at that fucking shit. So good. Oh, Booker. I can't stand Booker T now. He's just everything he says is just so fucking annoying. But I loved him as a wrestler. He was so athletic and so good, so strong. I used to be scared shitless of Harlem Heat when I was younger. I'm like, those two guys look like they could kill you. Like, for real. Now, unfortunately, Booker T has got that corporate blood running through his veins. Everything he says is he's just filled with that. Oh, there we go. SZA. Nope, missed it. Uh-oh, Walls on Booker. Walls on Booker. Do they retain or do they lose the titles here? What the hell happens? Jericho's got blood on him. I don't know if it's his. Come on, Booker. Oh, I forgot about those post 9/11 WWE flag shirts. Kind of looks like the on that cameraman there. It doesn't look like the Rhodes family logo or like Cody's logo. Speaking of Rhodes, nice save by Dustin. He's the natural. I forgot how his song went in WCW. It was bad. Oh, crotched. Christian might have had the belt with him. He did. He dropped it. Goldust through the ropes. Oh, headbutt to Christian's dong. Scissor kick to Jericho. No way. I definitely think that's Jericho's own blood. Looks like he got tagged there on the face. Big superplex incoming here. Nope. Oh, wow. Big drop kick from the top to Jericho. Jericho still kicks out. Oh, wow. Where is Goldust and Christian anyway? Lion Salt. Oh, landed on his feet. A little flapjacky. Who's coming? Oh, no. We're just going to get a spinneroonie. Y'all want to do it? Y'all, should I do one? All right, $100 super chat. I'll attempt to spin a Rooney, but I can't promise anything. Oh. That was a bad break. Too bad. I kind of want the champs to retain anyway. Oh, there goes Christian out. Jericho's got the belt. Boom. Nailed Booker. Lion Salt. Perfectly hit. Wow, that was good. Booker kicks out. Wow, that's awesome. He kicked out from the belt shot. I thought that was a finish. Pretty awesome. Jericho got that Lion Salt up pretty good with only like 1 foot of runway there. Oh no, oh no. The book bottom. 1, 2, 3. New champs. Smitty, I don't think Booker or Goldust was doing stuttering because I remember the stuttering shit with like Evolution, and I don't know if that had quite kicked off yet. I think the stuttering stuff was in 2003. I don't think Nigel can come back to NXT. I think he's locked up. I think Nigel might be having a match at All In next year at Wembley. They're both emotional. Yeah, celebrating. Well, that's a pretty good opener. I mean, that's a big match to do to open the show, but a lot of Hall of Famers in that ring for that one. I mean, the least biggest star in that whole match would have probably been Lance Storm, and he was still a pretty recognizable name. We love Lance Storm, by the way. Here at Good Mic Work Commentaries, we're big fans of his. If anybody knows Lance personally, tell him we said hello. Shucky ducky, quack quack. Shucky ducky, shut up, you thong wearing fatty. Coachman with hair. That's weird. A lot of people don't know this, but Jonathan Coachman is Byron Saxton's father. It's just facts. You can just look it up. They believe in Goldie and Booker T. Well, you are new champs now. Had Gold... I don't think Goldust won tag gold before this, right? He had a couple of runs with the IC. At least one. 2 in like 96 or whatever it was. And then maybe one again in like 99. And then he left. And he came back. I think this is his first tag team gold, but probably not his last. Oh, look at that guy, man. All those little cameras, man. Michael Cole, why do you always like go out of your way to look like the biggest fucking dork? It's his goal. It's like Michael Cole's goal every pay-per-view. How can I look like the biggest fucking dork? I need to know that. Speaking of dorks, hi, Josh. Brock, please kill him. Oh, yeah, and then he'd win 2 more with Cody, so it would be a long time before he'd win more. I thought maybe he would have had another one in like 03 or something, maybe, but I guess not. All right, we get a little Rob Zombie Edge theme here. Love it. Who's Edge facing? What was the last show we just watched? The fuck did we watch last week? Oh, yeah, Survivor Series 2003. I wonder if Sean is going to have the same level of blood that he had in the show we watched last week, which was a year from now. Yeah, there's a guy in AEW. His name is Adam Copeland, wrestles with short hair. Looks a lot like Edge did. Or Edge does. He might be cousins. I don't know. Oh, God. This is it? This is what we're doing? Can we have, I don't know, any other match? Can we replace A-Train with maybe that guy in the row there with the red hat? Maybe he could get in there instead? It's too much hair. I don't like A-Train. He was rude to me one time, and I never forgot it. Why does Ray always get his ass kicked on SmackDown? My God. There's Terry Taylor. Who do you think has a bigger head, JD McDonough or A-Train? I think one of A-Train's heads could fit inside of JD McDonough's head. We got a 7-0 game here, Dallas over Philly. It's a big game here. Probably a lot of eyeballs on this, huh? 9-3, 10-2. Same division. That's kind of a big deal, I would think. I only eyeball football now. I'm not really ingrained in it, so YouTube has made it impossible for me to follow sports closely. Oh, you know Vince liked it, Smitty. Oh, yeah. Show me that hair. Can I smell it? He's such a weirdo. There's no telling what Vince was doing with A-Train behind closed doors. Oh, Boris Zukov had a cranium and a half on him too, man. His head looked a lot like, I'd say, Boris Zukov, A-Train, Horace Hogan. God, who else has had a fucking melon? I'm trying to think. Oh, but Boris Zukov for sure. He wasn't bald, but Iron Mike Sharp had a fucking cantaloupe. Oh. He was half Neanderthal anyway. You know. Ooh. I like how the bottom half of A-Train's back is shaved. Or at least not as hairy as the other part. And I find it odd that I'm analyzing someone's body hair instead of watching the match, but that's what goes on here on Sunday nights. You guys signed up for this. You don't have to be here. Nobody's forcing you to listen to this. So this is just, help me out here. Is this match just to kind of avenge Mysterio? I mean, there's no belt. Snitsky's got a big one, yeah. Bastion Booger, not really though. Like Booger, in proportion to his body anyway. You take his head and you put it next to my head, it's probably a pretty big fucking head. But in terms of proportion to his body, it didn't look that out of place. Neither did Earthquake, really. Snitsky, though, he did have a big ass one. Vince likes his bears. Yep. He probably does. Little Dom is only 6 years old at this time. And he's been in the ring with Edge before. That's crazy. Thinking Nick Wayne. Nick Wayne was born after Edge and Christian were done being a team. They had already, their TLC era had already come and gone by the time Nick Wayne slid out of his mom. Like, that's bizarre to me. The children are in the ring. Kids grow up fast. I just got a text the other day from a former hostess who just graduated high school But her family had been coming into the restaurant for years since she was like 6 years old. So I've known her since she was 6, and now she's 18 and got accepted to Michigan State, which is where my family went. And when she said she was applying there, I'm like, you should go. My dad graduated from there. My mom did. My cousin went there. A lot of family went to Michigan State, and she got accepted, and she's going. She's going to be a Spartan. So good for her. Kids grow up so damn fast. One day they're 6, next day they're in college. I was like, you're not going to like the cold. Born and raised in San Diego, going to Lansing. I was like, but just pack a sweater. You'll be fine. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Ew, ew. Ed just went ahead and hooked the tights there. The only problem is it exposed a little too much my eyes. Taz, I'm with you. I hear what you're saying. It'd be okay with me if I could make it through the rest of the day without dry heaving. That would be fantastic. So, Edge, knock it off. Oh, nice. Nice. It's a bicycle kick counter on an Edge top rope crossbody. Not bad for the big hairy fella. Hit it, too. Hit him right in the face. Hey, good point. Who said that? I just lost it. Shit. JJ87. Yeah, Edge probably was already working with the bum neck by this point, right? Because he was about to leave for over a year. Yeah, I didn't even think about this. I don't know when Edge officially got hurt and took time off. Maybe January or February of 2003, and then he was out. Maybe even before that. Look out, Edge. Oh, wow. Oh, I thought that would be the finish for sure. Oh. Oh, this is going to be a DQ? What is this, Raw? All right. Or SmackDown, or wherever the fuck they wrestle. Get out of there, Edge. Edge should have been in the promos leading up to this, should have been like, your name's worse than mine. A-Train. Stupid. I guess it's, oh my God. Oh my God. That chair shot was so gnarly. Another one. Y'all, this is not cool what Edge is doing here. He is going to do serious damage to that chair if he continues this. Look at the abuse that chair is taking at the hands of A-Train. That's fucked up, man. You don't just go around abusing defenseless folding chairs like that, ramming them against the rock-hard, hairy bodies of mediocre wrestlers. It's fucked up and disrespectful, Edge. Have a little more respect for the hard work that the chairs do and what a big part of the show they are. Without chairs, there is no wrestling. Nowhere to sit, nothing to hit your opponent with. So you would think someone like Edge would have more respect for something as, as valuable as a chair, but no. Decides to take out his frustrations on a defenseless chair. Fuck you, Edge. Asshole. Yeah, the chair had a family. Oh, no. He's here to make an impact. Big Show, why do you have a haircut like the dickhead brother in Weird Science? Bill Paxton. Paul Heyman, I still will never understand why you dumped Brock for him. McMahon's don't react to physical intimidation. Go back in your locker room. There's a fucking case of cosmic brownies in there. Go nuts. I hope Brock is in there. You better handle this. Hey man, that hair, I can't believe how long you're still growing that hair. It's fucking nuts, man. He should have been doing what he's doing now way, way sooner than he started doing that. That fucking ponytail, man, that's got to go. That'd be like me trying to grow one. I'll just grow some shit in the back and put a ponytail. I'll be bald up here, though. That'll look normal. Oh, Eddie. Hey, look, it's tag team champion Eddie Guerrero, guys. Just one tag team champion. I'm not scared of you, my brother, because I'm Latin. That's my favorite line in a song ever. Like Eddie's not, I guess it's still considered a mullet. He just has a lot of stuff shaved on the side. Oh. I don't even know what this match is. I have no idea what we're watching here. Eddie Guerrero, one half of the tag team champions. I don't know who the other half is. It just came out to the ring. Is it Benoit? Is Benoit the other half? Nope. He's not. I don't know what's happening here. Don't worry, you guys are both going to be sharing a hug in like, I don't know, a year and 4 months. Big hug. MSG hug. It's going to be emotional, man. It's going to be great. Oh, Chavo. Okay, so it's Los Guerreros. Okay. So I know for a while there it was Tajiri, but that's next year. Right? This is awesome. We just got Edge and A-Train, which ended in a DQ, and now WWE's like, Greg, we're sorry. Here's Eddie Guerrero and Chris Benoit. These guys were both at the peak of their like physical hardness in terms of just their physiques, their stiffness, their intensity. I mean, just the peak for both. I mean, arguably the next year in 04 would be peak at WrestleMania 20, but I mean, physically, you know, it was all within these years here, you know. Look at that. Key lock and rode him all the way over. Man, when the Radicals came in, I was so thrilled specifically for these two. I liked Saturn, you know, and I liked Malenko, but these two were what I was interested the most in. To me, they rivaled a Jericho or someone like that in terms of a big WWE get that they can turn into a star. And I remember thinking how surreal that was. I'm like, holy shit, Chris Benoit and Eddie Guerrero and Jericho for that matter, and Taz. are all in WWE. It was just wild. For any younger fans that are finding the whole situation with CM Punk very surreal and how crazy it is to see him go from one brand to another, that's kind of what we went through back in these days. And the Radicals were two of the big ones. I mean, first it started with like Hall and Nash going to WCW and all the transitions that happened in the early 90s. Those were wild enough. Flair coming to WWE. But some of the stuff that took place in the Attitude Era, especially with WWE just being able to really get everybody. Eddie and Benoit and Malenko and Jericho, and you had Taz and Regal. RVD. Oh, another big one, RVD. I'm like, that's quite the locker room there. You got Benoit and Eddie and RVD and Jericho and all those guys doing their thing at the same time. Just crazy. Oh, Hector apparently is at the show, according to them. Shout out to the gobbledygooker. All right, I'm going to go get another cold 805. Be right back. All right. Yeah, my theory on the gobbledygooker is that Vince went to some special effects convention or some sort of shit and saw a big egg. Oh, we should use that. We'll have a dancing turkey come out of it. Because that's a totally normal thought to have. Rey Mysterio is another one. You know, I think of like Kurt Angle and Jeff Hardy, you know, they kind of were made in WWE, but getting that outside talent to me was so wild, and Rey Mysterio was another big one. Wow. Look at Michael Cole trying to pretend like he remembers what Bob Backlund did. I think Vince fed you that line, Michael Cole. Yet again. And Dallas about to attempt a field goal. Looks pretty long, 60 yards. Holy shit. Let's see if he makes it. Here's the snap. Kick is up. It looks good. It looks good. Right down the middle. Like it was nothing. Oh. Hmm. Oh. Oh, wow. That was like a backdrop through the ropes, but he got hung up. I don't know what Eddie's doing. I was like, is he going to frog high cross body him? That's kind of what he did. I wonder if these guys had any ever had any like arguments backstage. I mean, I know they were close, but you know, Eddie and Angle got into it once. I'm curious, you know, if they ever had like a rivalry over, or if it was just all just respect. I wonder if tempers ever flared between them. Oh. I know, man. Chanting. Fans are so fucking dumb. I remember when I was at Unforgiven in '99 in Charlotte. One of the matches on the card was X-Pac against Jericho. And all the people in our section were chanting boring. I'm like, these are two of the best wrestlers, like in-ring wrestlers that we have in the world right now. And I was like offended by it. I just almost like kind of laughed. I'm like, how dumb are you? Like chanting boring. I'm like, sorry that Austin's not out there throwing beer cans around because that's what you need, or some, Sable doesn't have her titties out. But and I was in the South, and it's like that's the type of entertainment they needed. But watching a good, just in-ring wrestling match between two of the best is boring to them. And like this is probably a lot of the same thing. This is Eddie and Benoit, excuse me. Yeah. And the fans aren't going to appreciate it. Fuck them. Ungrateful mofos. That's what I say. Oh, We Are Pro Wrestling. The only thing I ever heard of was after their one night stand match in '05, where Eddie was like, I owe you one. Okay. Man, that was right before Eddie died, too. Yeah, I forgot they worked one night stand. That's right. I don't know why I thought it was Jericho and Benoit. Jericho worked with somebody too. He came out with Lionheart. He might have worked with Ray or maybe Chavo. I don't remember. Oh, yeah, I know, Michael Cole. Don't waste their motion. The leg wrench move looks like it could potentially be painful, but what I don't understand is why you have to hard back bump to execute it. Latino Heat. This would have also been during Austin's hiatus, so probably we're getting close to the time where Jim Ross has gotten Vince and Austin in that hotel room to make up, kiss and make up. That's funny you say that about the mats looking rough, because I always thought as a fan, like this was the most protected the wrestlers have ever been, having that big black barricade out there instead of just the guardrail and the blue mats with exposed concrete everywhere. This was all covered, all of it. And they've since even upgraded that. It's even more elaborate now, but probably a lot more padding out there than there used to be. Where just 15 years before this, WWE was still running TV shows, with no padding at all. Straight over the top rope or right onto the concrete. Watch WrestleMania 2. Yeah, that was, I guess we just ignored the 5 Germans there onto Eddie that the crowd did appreciate, so they might have been chanting boring a minute ago, but they're not now. Ooh, blew the snot. Oh, double snot. Oh, that's awful. I just would not, don't blow that on me, man. Oh, ooh, thought he was going for the headbutt. Eddie got up. Lance Storm, that's right. Jericho and Storm. Seeking thrills. Seeking thrills in the Hammerstein. Oh, I think they bonked heads there. Eddie did. Another German. Now Eddie's laying in the Germans on Benoit. Hmm. Oh, yeah. Please hit the froggy. Oh, that looks so good. I mean, just hit that perfectly. Benoit kicks out. Always Robbie or always radio. You're probably right about that. Plus Benoit. Ooh, big tackle through the ropes there. Benoit had already started to, I think deteriorate mentally. Had a lot of just personal stuff. And I think Eddie's death just rocked his brain even more. Look at the ref. Is somebody going to attack Benoit here? Yeah. Okay. I was about to say, there's Chavo. I mean, this is the setup for somebody to attack Benoit. He's got his back turned to the aisleway. Referee's distracted. Camera's right there. I'm like, somebody's coming. Turned out to be Chavo. Oh. What's crazy about Jericho, he had some early injuries in his early days, but then he never got injured again. I don't ever remember him missing time for injury, ever. And he's like, you're kidding me? Brian Hebner's like, he kicked out. What do you want me to do? Good way to put it, I guess, to the wrestler. Drop Toey. Lasso from El Paso. I remember when I was a kid living in Michigan still. My first best friend, he lived across the street from me. We grew up from ages 3 to maybe 8. And he moved away to El Paso. And I saw him 1 or 2 times after that on a visit, and we lost touch. Oh. Man, one chop knockdowns here. Power bomb from hell. Jeez. That referee, okay, they're doing something here. There's Chavo again. God damn it, Chavo, you fucking asshole. Benoit is holding the... Benoit disposed of Chavo. Ugh. Big diving. Oh, he didn't cover, though. Oh. There, he's got it again. Basically a clover leaf. That's all that is. It's not even executed very well. Bret Hart would be disgusted with you. Lasso from El Paso failed. It looks like the crossface is going to fail too, but Benoit's smart. Look how he changed positions on the other arm. Yeah, fuck you. You're not grabbing the ropes. Oh, he's in the middle. Oh, Lord. That's it. Tapping out. And Benoit beats Eddie clean with a tap out. Chavo even got involved. Benoit still was able to fend it all off, win the match. That was awesome. Just a shame that we're looking at a murderous scumbag there on the mat. I always feel so horrible for Nancy and Daniel and their family, and so frustrating too how you can never really appreciate and enjoy the work Benoit did in the matches he had. It can't be celebrated or looked back on. It sucks that he did what he did and he wasn't able to keep himself mentally together more like a Jericho or a Kevin Nash or anybody else that's older that didn't have their lives ended in tragedy. I would have loved to meet him at a wrestling convention and talk to him about his matches. He would also have a son who was alive, and woman would still be here. And it just sucks. It's like bittersweet every match I watch of his. It's like, it's so cool because you realize and remember what a great wrestler he was, and it's just frustrating at the same time. Stephanie. Okay. How you doing? Look, even back then, 21 years ago, they had those Starbucks Christmas cups. Is that how long Starbucks has been around? Brock is unsuspended. You so don't understand. I feel like that cup has remained unchanged in 21 years. Mm-hmm. Is Heyman's Yankees hat pink? Or am I colorblind? God, Stephanie hasn't even had. We haven't even done the Stephanie and Vince match yet, right? And the Zach Gallen shit. That's all next year. Oh my God, Steph, you in for an interesting year, girl. You will defend Benoit until the day you die. Well, that's stupid. Why would you do that? What possible justification would you have to defend a murderer? Because he was a good wrestler? That's a stupid reason. I have a phobia about people talking to my face. And if I was a wrestler and I had to do backstage skits where you have to get right in somebody's face and breathe their fucking hot breath, I couldn't do it. I can't do it. I don't want somebody breathing on me. It's just a thing. I don't like it. It's just like I don't like hearing people chew. I'm like, shut up. It's disgusting. It's fucking disgusting. But when somebody's like in your face and you have to like smell their breath, I'd rather be anywhere in the world. I'd literally rather be anywhere. I'd rather be drowning than going through that. Oh, Dawn Marie. Fucking Al Wilson. Is this all going on right now? I guess it is. That's what time of year? Or what time of the decade, I mean. Oh, no. Ugh. It's so voluptuous. This is so stupid, is what this is. Look at Al Wilson. I'm going to marry your father just to get back at you. That's awesome. I guess it's kind of funny. Oh, so she's got to do HLA with Dawn Marie in order to not have Dawn marry her dad. Is that what the stipulation is here? Look at there. Dawn's ready. I mean, if you blackmail someone into having sex with you, that's still kind of rape, right? So I don't think this is legal. You could get in trouble, Dawn Marie. I might call the cops. Anybody got the number for the cops? I spent the night with Tori. What a sick ass. Oh. Does Tori go through with that? I don't even remember what the story is. I don't care. This is the dumbest shit. Yeah, that's pretty illegal, all right. Okay, I knew I wasn't crazy. It's like, I'm no lawyer, but I feel like what Dawn Marie's doing would be kind of against the law. They kind of frown upon rape, you know? Oh, now there's a street fight on the outside of the ring. I didn't like any of this. I was definitely coming down off my Attitude Era high, and everything I saw in the year of 2002, even though there's stuff I can look back on now and appreciate, at the time, I was very uneasy about what's happening. WWF is now WWE. The storylines like this are going on. Our pets' heads are falling off. It's just getting messy. And this was one of the, on paper, hysterical storylines and pretty funny, but execution wise, it just kind of off putting. I always liked Dawn Marie in ECW. She was the perfect type of hot for ECW. You know what I mean? She's that grittier hot. Where Tori's WWE hot. Dawn Marie's ECW hot. Both equally hot, just in totally different ways. Look at little Al. His little suit, little tan suit. Get this man a Metamucil. Rest in peace, Al Wilson. I know he died in the storyline, right? But I think he died in real life too. A couple of years ago, right before Tori went into the Hall of Fame. She's a trooper, went right through it and everything. Show the tape. And how many hotel skits? Tori did a bunch of hotel skits with like David Flair and WCW. WWE would do a hotel with Val Venus and like a bunch of women, Mark Henry and Mae Young. They loved the hotel. Both companies did. I do like the dress. I've been doing a lot of Christmas shopping for Elizabeth, so I've been looking at a lot of women's clothes lately. I'm like, I kind of like that. Uh-oh. Oh, good. Show the tape. And we're going to get 3 different images of it. That way everybody can see. What kind of green-ass hotel is this? Where is this? Is this a La Quinta? Titanium Titan, it's good to see you. Juliet. Oh, here we go. Look at this. This is like the scene in Animal House where he hooks up with the dean's wife. You got to get it on in that Jimmy Snuka bed there. Would you like some flat champagne? It's disgusting. Oh my God. I don't think this is a fake hotel, Joseph. This is not set up backstage. They definitely filmed this in a hotel. You can tell there's the sprinkler right there. That's the way they all look. That's definitely not a manufactured hotel. It'd be cheaper to go to a hotel and film this than to build a hotel set. Come on, Tori. Come on back. Come on. Come on. Bring your red and white, your red and black outfit over here. Have some flat champagne. Kick your shoes off. You looked a little uncomfortable. Next year, you're going to be in 16 bikini contests with Sable on TV. Look at her here. Ooh, alcohol. I'm going to drug you. Oh, my God. And take advantage of you in a sexual nature. Tori's like, I might as well get fucked up. Oh, yeah, no, definitely, Joseph. They definitely do manufacture sets sometimes, but this is kind of clearly a hotel. You can tell by the ceiling tiles, the water or the fireproofing, the fire alarm on the wall there, the thermostat, the plugs, the phone cord, the USB. Maybe not USB, whatever's down there. Oh, what's that? Oh, it's a strawberry. Eat it. I love this. What were we thinking? Ugh. I mean, there's 20,000 people in the audience watching the shit on the screen. It's Florida, so I'm sure the crowd's fine with it. Oh, look at there. Look at Tori. Who's the cameraman? Who gets to come to work that day and gets to be told, oh, yeah, we're going to need you to go into a hotel room with Dawn, Marie, and Tori and hang out there and film a bunch of shit till you get it right. Vince, I promise, even if it takes 4,000 takes, we will get it right. You have my word. All right, the jacket's off. Oh, I have so many thoughts running through my head and questions. Oh, okay. Well, you have to do that. I mean, it's not like if I was her, I would have. Did Dawn Marie instruct her to wear something sexy? Otherwise, I would have wore some granny panties and a hoodie. No makeup. And ate a bunch of garlic. That's what you should have done. You smell like strawberries and not garlic like you should have done. She got a bow in the front of that and everything. Uh-oh. Well, it's 16-3, by the way, in the football game. Dallas leading Philadelphia is. Oh, okay. All right. It's like that, huh? Well, this should have been my thumbnail for this show. I would have gotten 1,000 times more views. Oh. I mean, were they cracking up in between takes here? I mean, this certainly wasn't live. Oh yeah, she's showing this. This is taking up a lot of time. This is a pay-per-view. And back in these days, they only had 2 hours and 45 minutes to get it done. We have time for this. I was an 18 to 34-year-old male at the time. $25 to be exact. Now they're kissing. Now we're going to stop the footage. Oh, boo. They say in Fort Lauderdale. Look at Al. He's like, it's hard enough to get it up at my age. Now I have to think about you and my daughter. Jesus Christ. Yeah. I've seen enough. I'm okay. I get it. How did Al Wilson not win an Emmy for this? Oh. She went further. I guess we're going to have to watch it. I mean, the crazy thing about this is nobody's in the bathroom. Everybody's on their feet watching. This is all highly interesting stuff. Oh, we're back. Okay. Chin up, tits out, and watch for the rape. Now you can stop this, says Al. Don. I don't know. Al Wilson should have won an Emmy for this performance. It's riveting. The people want to see more. Look, that guy wants to see more. His name's probably Zach. That guy, his name's definitely Bill. That guy right there, that's a Patrick. We have a Casey over there. He's Kyle. We want more. Is that what they're chanting? We want more. You're putting my foot down, damn it. What sucks about having the name Al is now whenever you put your name down, Al, it's going to look like AI. And that's what people are going to think. Albert Wilson. My little Bobo. That's who he is. He's her little Bobo. That's cute. He just looks like one. A sexual predator. That's all she is. You know, if Tori Wilson was a sexual predator, that's something I think most people could live with. I'd find a way to get by. But that's it? There's no match here or anything? This whole thing? They came out. Oh, Lawler, just chill out. You fucking weirdo. I just can't believe that was a pay-per-view segment. Take WWE's roster and look at it. Look at the names in 2002. They had time for that. That's because you have to cater to your core audience, which was a whole bunch of womanless trolls. Oh, that was crazy to watch, man. All right, so this is going to be... Oh, look at how that's on fire. Oh, good. Masked Kane. 5-star segment, says Ben. Yeah, right on. I can't believe that was even a thing that they How long did that whole segment last? 20 minutes? Jesus. Maybe not 20, but it felt like 15 at minimum. Oh, it's early Batista. Fresh off being a deacon. About to, or has already since Flair is with him. Stiff arm Mark Jindrak right out of Evolution. So is Evolution, when did Evolution like officially form? Like Flair's already with Batista here. What about Randy Orton? What was he doing? Was he back by this point? Help me. No, Smitty, I do not believe this is a dubbed theme. This is what Batista was using at the time. I liked this theme. This is the theme he had when he won the title at WrestleMania 21. He kept it for a long time before I walk alone. I'm trying to think. There was Batista and RVD are the two that I can think of off the top of my head. And the Dudleys. Batista, RVD, and Dudleys had like generic themes that got turned into rock themes. I think Benoit, too, same thing. Another example. But you should hear that early generic version of One of a Kind, like before it was rocked out. It's pretty simple. Kane and Batista. Crazy. There's some noise going on in the background. Is that the fire extinguishers putting out the fire on the set? I had no idea that whole Dawn Marie Tori segment was on this pay-per-view. Still getting over that. Mello would be an awesome U.S. champion. Well, he never won an NBA ring, so. No way. So Kane's not going to go down from a 2002 Batista spear. Ain't no way. Yeah, see, I didn't necessarily hate Kane's gear per se, how it looks now. It definitely looks cool, but I didn't love it compared to how he used to look. That was just the way I was viewing it at the time. I'm telling you, that's why there is a generation of fans that actually don't think the spinner belt is not the ugliest goddamn thing ever, is because they have memories of watching wrestling when that belt was featured. So they're fond of it. And with Kane, with me, I like him more as those early days Kane. Here he was really evolving, kind of turning more human with each passing year. And that evolution would continue all the way up until he would just become a Staples manager on TV. Slacks. Ric Flair? Excuse me? No, I don't think so. Look at Kane. He's like, are you fucking serious, Nature Boy? You know how badly I could end you? Your little fucking turtleneck. Ram his face into the steps, please. Oh, Batista makes the save. You lucky bastard, Ric Flair. You twitchy spaz. Oh, that Mello. Yeah, that guy. He's badass. I'm going to make a prediction. Where are we at? WrestleMania 40? I'm going to say SummerSlam 2029. SummerSlam 2029 for the Intercontinental Championship. Carmelo Hayes, Will Ospreay. But you have to remember that. Remind me if it happens, because I'll forget. Just put a Post-it note on your fridge, keep it there for 6 years, and let me know if that prediction comes through or comes true. It won't fall off. Don't worry. Oh, come on, Batiste. Gotta get him up there now. You know, this is a pretty large arena for Fort Lauderdale. They have no pro teams there. Definitely looks basketball arena sized. Oh. I mean, look at that upper deck is even filled all the way to behind the set. That's the way it was back in the day, man. Even in 02, WWE was still crushing ticket sales. Pay-per-views are sellouts. Bad things are about to happen to you, son. Carmelo Hayes versus Lexus King was an official U.S. tournament qualifying match. I'm not sure about Lexus King. I don't know about him. We'll see. Come on, Flair. Get out of the ring. Oh, I didn't know that. HBK just announced that Carmelo is in that U.S. title tournament, the one that's going on right now? I thought the brackets were already set and people were winning matches. How you adding motherfuckers, HBK? Oh, did I miss a ref botch? Shit. I didn't catch that. Well, Kane, you knew Batista was going to go over on that. Oh, fuck. I completely missed the finish. I thought they'd show a replay for me. Hey, Funaki. That way. It's that way, Kurt. Oh, okay. There was an unknown one. Thank you for that, Ryan. I didn't realize that there was still an unnamed star to be added. Oh, look at this. John Cena, guys. Y'all right. It's Pittsburgh Pirates. Be squared. B squared. I forgot about B squared. So this is, I didn't know he was doing this already. Bling, bling, Buchanan. I always said I was never a fan of this John Cena. I'm like, okay, he can rhyme. Cool. I didn't start appreciating him until all this stuff was done. When everybody else started hating him. That's when I was like, actually, he ain't half bad. All right. Well, that was another excellent use of pay-per-view time there. Oh, we got Trish, Jackie, and champion Victoria in a triple threat women's title match. Okay. Now, Trish and Victoria had that great match. Right. Yeah. It's Survivor Series here. I remember this one. That was really good. Miss Jezebel. She's sick. This Jezebel. She loves it. She's sick. She is colder than the other side of the pillow. The other side of the pillow is not freezing cold, JR. It's a stupid thing to say. Like, he's as cool as the other side of the pillow because the other side of the pillow is cool, but it's not cold. Ice is cold. A freezer is cold. JR should have said, she's as cold as a freezer, man. You psycho bitch. I love Jackie. I miss Jackie. She was the best. 3.5 feet tall, all muscle. Told the story before. I'll never forget the big bikini contest where Sable revealed the handprints. I was watching it with my roommate, and he goes, he's watching it, and he goes, I wonder if Jacqueline, talking about Jacqueline, he goes, I wonder if her boobs are fake. And I like literally looked at him, and I'm like, are you serious? You have eyes? Yeah, and then I grabbed it and it was like a big old bag of sand. Trish. Yeah, I like the red. The dark red. Oh yeah, Jacqueline. Love this old music for her. Miss Texas. Is that a lot of matches with the men she has? She's been body slamming dudes as long as China has. I love Jackie. I never met Jackie back in the day, like when I was going to all the shows and seeing everybody. Never ran into her ever. Oh, they're definitely going to dub over this, right? Yeah, you can tell. Here's some shitty stuff that's not the real song because we're a bunch of cheap fucks. Yeah, let's just get to this match as quickly as possible, please. Thank you. It'd be cool to get Luna involved in this. Oh, look at Trish selling. Oh, God. Colder than a mother-in-law's kiss. Yeah, that would be better. That would be way better for JR to say. Much better analogy. Yeah, Zach, I think you echo all of our sentiments there. Sometimes all you can say is, God damn. That's all you can say. Charles Robinson somehow still not the tallest person in this match. Oh. Zane, thank you for that. Hey, Greg, sending $5 to the person who says he doesn't like apple pie. I just had the random thought last night at like 2 a.m. and I put it on Twitter. I'm like, you know what? I don't like apple pie. I think it's gross. I've never liked it. And it's apple pie season right now, you know, holidays and shit like that. My grandma made so many apple pies, and the family just loved them and would eat them with ice cream and everything. But I just don't like cooked apples or the slimy shit that's in the middle of apple pie. It's gross to me. I understand I'm in the minority. I understand I'm crazy. And I understand if you want to unfollow, unsubscribe, and block me, you have every right. But I can't change how I feel. But Zane, I think Zane told me I was tripping. And he's right. I probably am. I also don't like pizza, coffee, or honey. Just don't like honey or anything honey flavored. I don't like butterscotch either. My grandpa used to carry them nasty ass Werther's Originals, and he'd like give them to me like they were a treat. I'm like, I don't want that shit. Stick it up your ass, grandpa. Oh, Trish with the big spill. Ice rolled through by Jackie. Nope. I don't know who wins this. I mean, I feel like Victoria would, I think she would retain because she just won the title a month ago. But shit, back then in these days with the women's title, you never knew. My money's on Victoria, though. God, Jackie is barely as tall as the top turnbuckle. That is just so crazy to me. I've only known two people in my life that short. Oh, JR. That's some horizontal action right there. Chick kick. I like Trish's bell bottoms. I always liked Trish's gear. I thought she had excellent wrestling gear. Some of the women's gear, they push their luck with their, with their bits coming out and stuff. And hers was always just, it looked good. Today's gear is pretty good too. Natalia's got some good stuff. Rhea Ripley, Maxine Dupree. But I always liked Trish's. Oh, wow. That was a shin kick right there. Right to the jaw of Jackie. That hurt me. What is going on? Will you guys figure it out, please? Took way too long there to get in position because they knew Victoria had to make the save. Oh, what was it? Did she hit her with the belt? Yeah, she did. Is Trish out? She is. Oh, no. They did not give these girls enough time at all. They could have gone, see, they spent all that fucking time in the ring with, I almost said Al Snow, Al Wilson, and Dawn Marie. They could have shaved 3 or 4 minutes off of that and given it to the women here. And that would have been a much better use of pay-per-view time. Vince McMahon. Oh, yeah, she hit her hard. Trish out. Robinson, like an idiot, doesn't know what's going on. And counts the pin. Nice, terrible, generic version of your actual theme you were using at the time. Hey, guys, Kurt and Brock. 2002, still with the VHS. RCA, forehead VHS recorder and player. And Angle's like, let me fire up this VCR and show you. So does Angle want him to be in his corner or not? I would feel like I would be like, if you're in my corner tonight, you could potentially cost me the championship by losing your mind. Okay. we're going to watch? Think about it. Up, they're going to put it in right now. And there we go. Oh, look at there. Standard def. Oh. Look at Heyman. Can't believe it. I love that they're showing it on the TV and not showing the actual replay of it like they could do. Let me be reminded. That looks like a bootleg tape, too. I'm not sure if that's legal. WWE should sue themselves. What do they do here at this Fort Lauderdale fucking building? Concerts and shit, I guess. Oh, Cowboys are up 24-6 as halftime approaches. All right, Big Show and Angle for the title. There were so many things about that I hated, but the biggest one is it just didn't make any sense why Heyman would want to dump a dominant champion who just got done beating The Undertaker in fucking Hell in the Cell matches and stuff. Oh, I'm going to dump you for this big oaf over here. Like, it made no sense. He couldn't even use the excuse of, oh, I'm going for the better man, because he knew he wasn't choosing the better man. Just dumb logic on Paul Heyman's part. He wants to be the greatest, known as the greatest manager of all time. He needs to make some better decisions. Because that's one of his dumbest. That and managing Ryback. Shine it up real nice. Big showy. Mm-hmm. I like how Angle is like, I need your help to beat the Big Show. No, you don't. Brock, will you help me cheat to beat a guy I can already beat on my own? Brock is now unsuspended. Hmm. A Big Show. Yes, WWE fan, Armageddon 02. What did I say it was? Season 3, I think, on the Peacock. Season 3, episode 1. Yeah, I remember watching this show at the time, seeing Angle and Brock, interacting on TV, and even prior to this, and getting the idea that's probably going to be WrestleMania 19. Such a cool set. I really like this one. I don't see Brock. He'll come out later. Big dramatic entrance. All right, titles on the line. What I always laughed. I've talked about this before too over the years. How Big Show, throughout the course of his career, could just never nail down an outfit or ring gear. Christian, same thing. Like they just couldn't find anything that worked for them. I think the best thing probably Big Show ever wore was just the Andre gear, the one strap, the singlet. But he tried a lot of different renditions of gear, and they just all sucked. He didn't look good in any of them until maybe then his return in like 08, and he started wearing just the regular singlet. But for a while there, he was wearing a singlet like that just came into like short trunks, not like down on the leg a little bit. That looked weird, like the King Kong Bundy outfit. I always thought he looked weird in that. Just did not look right. That blue or purple shit he wore during the Jericho days looked weird to me. This nonsense with the fucking pants. Oh, wow. Landed right on him. That felt like it was unplanned. I don't know. Need to see a replay of that. Oh, looks smart by Angle. Wow. And then those are two really nasty falls there. First by Angle, then by Big Show. I want to see a replay, see if Paul Heyman got hurt here. Whoa. Oh, he's all right. There's a lot of skin on that head. Ooh. Oh. Come on, Angle. You can beat this guy. Yeah, I think Big Show as ECW champion was a little easier because that was a championship that fit him. But being the guy to like beat Brock and Paul Heyman's going to be like, oh, I'm going to be with you now instead of Brock was just silly. He's already been in the company several years. We know what Big Show can do. It's not like he's been dominating the way Undertaker has or anything for all that time. So what made Heyman think that he's unbeatable when he's not? A 64-inch chest. Oh, exactly like me. I had no idea Big Show and I had the same size chest. Crazy. How do they measure a chest anyway? From side to side? Like I know if you measure a TV or a monitor screen, it's like angle to angle. How do they measure a chest? Probably lift your arms up and put a thing around you, right? That's what they do. Okay. Never mind. Oh, you and your rings. Why is Angle wearing a knee brace? Generally, you'll do that if your knee's hurt. No, I don't know specifically. Obviously, an injury. But he would wear knee braces good portion of his career, from what I remember. That's right. Heyman's still over there. How do you buy those weird fucking pants with all those jeans with all the pockets in them for a guy as big as Big Show? Oh God, biting his face. Jesus. Ow. One way to do it. Hasn't Angle wrestled and beaten the Big Show before? Why is this so hard for him? Like, I get it would be a good competitive match, but they're acting as if, can Angle do the impossible and beat a man that's been beaten 100 times in her own ring before already? It's just weird the way they're trying to sell this. I was not convinced, and I'm not convinced now anymore now. Hey, I might have forgotten a super from earlier. Let me double check. Oh, Big Show is boring the pants off of us. Yeah. Yes, I knew I missed one. Chris, if you're still here, I never answered yours from earlier because we were doing, I believe, the oh wait, no, I got you. Am I tripping? Okay, I'm tripping. Oh yeah, I'm tripping. Thought I missed a super chat from earlier, but now I can't find it. So if I did, thought it was from Chris. Okay, I guess not. If I left out a super chat or if I haven't answered one from you, let me know. I thought I put one on hold, and then when I remembered and tried to go find it, I don't see it. But anyway, I'm probably tripping. So no sweat. That's a good question, WWE fan. Thanks for the $2. What's the best Big Show match in your opinion? I don't think it's this one. I can't think of any Big Show match that I particularly enjoyed. I don't dislike Big Show. I like him a lot, but just probably wouldn't even put him in my top 50 as favorite performers. It'd be a fun list to make. If I try to list my top 50 favorite wrestlers and who I would potentially leave out. Oh my God, what a crazy looking moonsault. Oh, thank you. You are here, Chris. Okay. For some reason, I thought I forgot one from you, and then I looked through. I'm like, no, I'm good. I started to get worried. How many were here? I'd say, I guess it was 3 years ago. It was probably 2020. 3 years ago, okay? I did a special episode live stream during the holidays where I opened up a box of WCW trading cards. Does anybody remember that? I had 2 boxes of those, and I brought them both out for that, but we only opened one. That other box, oh, Angle Slam, is that going to be it? Please? Probably not. But that other box has been sitting here for 3 years right on the shelf instead of me just putting it back in its designated storage spot. 3 years, it sat right there. That's how lazy I am. Ankle lock belt. No, he rolled through that quickly. Choke slam. There's no way. No, he's not going to roll through that. Are we going to get Brock out here before we get the finish? Ankle lock in the middle. All right, Big Show's going to do something to the ref. I love that Paul Heyman literally just stayed on the ground for the whole match. That's crazy to me. There we go. There's your ref bump. You knew that was coming. Everybody's down. Heyman's up. Heyman's got a chair. Oh, the hat's on backwards now. He means business. I can't hear what they're chanting. We want Brock. His music better not play. Nobody's made it to the chair yet. Oh, big kick. Oh, there we go. Home run. He didn't even need Brock to beat him. So Brock never shows up? I feel like Big Show will kick out of this. He will. One hand. Yeah, Brock was babyface here. He's tapping, no referee. A-Train? Oh, we already saw him, and it was bad enough. Oh, wow, what a bump by Angle. Off leather, I got you. 1 second, okay? Oh, A-Train. It was bad enough we had to look at him before. This is bad, Cole. Choke slam. Well, nobody's here to pin it there, buddy. Here comes Brock, I bet. There he is. Wait a minute. F5 like it's nothing. Oh, my God. It's so crazy. Big Show still hadn't slimmed down yet like he would get a few years later. He was still pretty hefty. There goes Heyman running like the Dickens. What's it going to take? Is it just going to be a pin, or is he going to try to execute a move first? I feel like Big Show will kick out. Maybe not. Yep, he beat him. Kurt Angle wins with an F5. So glad that the belt was on Angle. And for a brief time, we had Kurt Angle for about an hour, or less than an hour. We had Kurt Angle and Shawn Michaels, both world champions at the same time. And that's kind of cool. It's the only time it ever happened. And then I guess Angle would wind up going heel, right? And then Team Angle would start, and that would take him into the match with Brock. And then in 03, they'd switch heel and babyface again. Brock coming out, kicking people's ass with a tucked-in T-shirt. Two, three. Wow. So off leather wings, thank you for that $2. Did my super chat go through? I sent it at 7 a.m. I'm trying to see it. And it's weird how this is set up. I was having a bitch of a time with this today, too. Oh, wait, here we go. I'll see it. Never mind. I'm into my... There we go. Now I see it. I'm into my big... Look at RVD. This is what they have RVD doing. Off leather wings. I see you now. I'm going to answer that in 1 second. And Rob Van Dam had just faced Shawn Michaels on Raw for the first time ever. Rob Van Dam. They had Rob Van Dam on WWF New York duty. That sucks. All right, it's main event time. Yes, now off leather wings. I see your super chat from way earlier this morning. I just had to track it down, but thank you for that. It was for $5 or $4.99. I rounded up on all the on the ticker there too. This show took place in the arena 5 minutes away from my house. Sadly, I was not watching wrestling yet, but I did see Jericho return 5 years later. Was that in the same building? That's pretty cool. That's awesome. So you weren't even watching wrestling quite yet. That's cool that you live in Fort Lauderdale. Pretty sweet place to live, man. If I hadn't moved to California, I probably would have moved down to Fort Lauderdale area. I was looking at Florida, and I think Fort Lauderdale was probably the one area that I could probably do pretty well in my field, in restaurants and stuff. A lot of money down there, Boca Raton, places like that. I was going to kind of target that area, but then chose West Coast, and I'm kind of glad I did. Give me Newsom over DeSantis any day. Barry MK, thank you, dude, for the $5. The booking of Big Show was so bad at this time. On Raw, he was made to look like a loser. They moved him to SmackDown and very quickly tried to fix him, and then just undid it. Terrible trunks of Shawn. Look like shit. Shawn with that belt, I cannot get over how weird it looked. Because I always wondered back in the 90s when Shawn he got in a fight with Brett, and there was that time in 97 where people thought he might go to WCW. I'm like, he's too little to wear that big gold belt. That belt is so big. Like a smaller wrestler, that thing would look weird on him. And he was even smaller here, holding that big gold. Three stages of hell. A ladder match. Don't worry, Triple H. You've won a couple of significant ladder matches in your life, too. Or at least one. Yeah, this match is pretty good from what I remember. All of these stages of hell. And Triple H tends to not lose these ones, right? Has there been more than two? I don't remember. 1 second. And there's here. All right, here comes the game. Start game. (24-6) Dallas. Second half has started. All right, Triple H, go win your belt back. You put Shawn over twice. Wouldn't he win the title Would he win the title at the next year's Armageddon as well? Do I have that right? Didn't he win it like from Goldberg or something at Armageddon 03? And then I remember in like 99, at the end of 99, or maybe super early 2000, it probably was super early 2000, he won the title from Big Show on Raw. He likes to win the title this time of year. Many years later in 2016, he won it at the Royal Rumble. Try to tally up how many of Triple H's title wins came in December or January. There's like a few. It's time to play the game. I remember that. The reason I remember that Triple H and Big Show match is because I was visiting here for Christmas, and I think there might have been a match on Raw between them where I remember being here in California thinking Triple H is going to win the title, and then he didn't. He lost or something happened, he didn't win, and then he wound up winning a couple weeks later. But I remember thinking he was going to win and get the belt back from Big Show. All right, here comes Sean. Sparkles are flying. I love how it's like such a hardcore match with flames and iron and metal and jagged edges. And out comes Sparkly Man. Here comes Magic Mike out here. And a hardcore, his belt is just a trip to see on him. I don't know what that thing is Sean does. I think it's all he's got. That belt. That was our thumbnail just a minute ago. I saw Ohtani went to the Dodgers. $700 million for 10 years. Fucking crazy. Yeah, it was a short-lived run. I still never quite understood it. I guess it was just WWE. I mean, they did the same thing with Hogan the same year. Never really thought about that either, but both Hogan and Shawn came back and within 2 months won the championship. In the same year. We had Shawn Michaels, Triple H, Hulk Hogan, Brock Lesnar, Kurt Angle, all holding championships in this year in WWE. And Big Show and Jericho. Ric Flair? Oh, yeah, get out of there, Ric Flair. You've already caused enough trouble tonight. Flair bumps. You bumped from the referee throwing you out? Flair is going to bump into his own coffin, I swear. They're going to be at his funeral, and Flair's going to get up out of the coffin and bump back into it. Look at that. It's good to see Shawn with more traditional old school Shawn gear here instead of the experimental phase he was going through with his shit brown and whatever we saw in that video package. And his stable boy haircut. This is another pretty big test for Shawn, although he was in that Elimination Chamber, which was pretty hardcore, but so far back, you know, the big matches he's had, the hardcore one with Triple H at SummerSlam, then the Elimination Chamber, now this. This match must be long as hell, man. I mean, obviously we know it's going to be a 2-1 finish, but I don't know who wins the first fall. Kick his ass is probably Triple H winning the first fall, and then Shawn's got to fight back for the final two and fall short. That's probably what they'll do, but I don't know. It is crazy that Triple H and Shawn Michaels have more influence on what we see on WWE TV than Vince McMahon does. How crazy is that? And awesome at the same time. Very slow start here. They're going to have to get cooking here. They know they got a long time to wrestle, and it's going to be bloody. I think they light a blowtorch. I think they light a 2x4 on fire or something. Something happens. All right, first table is up. Shawn, get them little things up. Flip it over first. Is he setting up the very same table that he's going to take the bump on for the finish? Does it sit out there this whole time? Oh, no, he's going to put him through it now. No, maybe not. Oh, Triple H is going to block that. Yep. I thought the CM Punk and HBK segment was good. It was fun. Lighthearted. Cool to see Punk in NXT running head to head against Collision. Just crazy. Crazy. Who would have thought that The Undertaker, Cody Rhodes, and CM Punk would all make appearances, and John Cena would all make appearances in NXT this year? Oh, careful, Shawn. Oh. Oh. Come on, all the way over there you go. It amazes me how much bigger Triple H is than Shawn. He was always bigger than him, but by this point, let's get some more tables out. Yeah, is that how it goes? First fight or first fall is a street fight, then I think it's a cage, then a ladder match. Yeah, I feel like those tables survive the whole time because I know Shawn takes some bump. Oh, yeah, and Becky Lynch was NXT Women's Champion. Oh, Mason Mansour made an appearance. Good for them. It's just crazy. They went from anti-establishment DX to running the company. It's just crazy that they kind of do when they were in the ring in the clique, they were kind of running the company anyway. It's just crazy how they have the two strongest, I would think, creative positions in the company. Shawn and Triple H. I mentioned when Punk came back to WWE, I'm like, if everything goes perfect for him in WWE, I could envision a world where he might want to be a coach in NXT or maybe succeed Shawn Michaels as the head of NXT. That would have to be absolutely perfect scenario, but that seems like something Punk might be into. Oh, you have to move to Florida, but can't have everything. Got the back. The sidewalk slams on the chairs are always on the chairs that are upright, and they bend them flat is just crazy to me. I would be so worried about getting pinched. Like if you land on a chair and it just flattens and you bend those hinges, it could just come right down. Just take a chunk of your side off or something. This pro wrestling stuff seems like it's dangerous. A little. Nice. It was just good to see Shawn back. I still wasn't quite processing it, the fact that he was back. I didn't think he was going to come back. And so the fact that he came in and then it didn't turn out just to be for one match, it was a whole run. It was just, I wasn't used to seeing him back in the ring yet. So just him back in the ring around this time, I was just watching in awe, just appreciating the sight of him back in the ring. Same thing with his match with Rob Van Dam on Raw. I just remember that one specifically being like, I got to tune into this one. I have to see this. Like, this is a match I just didn't think we'd ever get to see. And then he'd have his program with Jericho next year. Would be very good. Program he did with Jericho in 08 was even better. What a run he had. Some people say Shawn's second run is better than his first. And I don't really disagree. In terms of the quality of the work and quality of professionalism we got out of him, I definitely think that the second run could be viewed as better. What do you think is better? The Iron Man match with Brett at WrestleMania 12 or the WrestleMania 23 match with Cena? Which better Shawn Mania main event? Or which Shawn Mania main event was better? I think some people might pick Shawn and Cena. Ugh. Poor Shawn's legs. Jim Ross, the cerebral assassin. Well, yeah, if you're going to be an assassin, you're going to want to be a bit cerebral. You're not going to want to be a dumb shit assassin. Oh, Philly climbing back. Ah, Barry, good point. That is an old picture. That picture of Shawn right there, I swear, is from right around WrestleMania 14. The double earrings, the beard, that was probably taken during that WrestleMania press conference with Shawn and Tyson and Austin. That's where that photo's from, or from that time. So not only is Barry right, we can narrow that down and probably pinpoint an exact time that it was taken. That's definitely spring of 98 Sean right there. No doubt about it. Yeah, think about I mean, he had both matches against Undertaker at WrestleMania and the match with Cena in that main event. Anybody who says his second run was better than his first, I'm not going to argue with you. You got a heck of a point. And the rivalry that he had with Triple H that spanned several years, several pay-per-views, SummerSlam, Survivor Series, Armageddons, WrestleManias, Hell in the Cell matches, 3 stages of Hell matches, title championship matches. I mean, they did fucking everything. I did a video on their rivalry once. It was like a donation video just to talk about all of their matches. And there was some I even forgot about. We're going to be doing a watch along later this month of a Raw in December of 03. Shawn and Triple H in the main event. Come on, Shawn. Shawn trying to fight out of this figure 4. Be weird if a street fight ended with a figure 4 tap out. Yeah, the Iron Man match holds a special place in my heart. I've got the plaque right there of WrestleMania 12, but I can't bullshit myself either. And that match, as good as it was, it wasn't. I think there's been other Iron Man matches that have been a bit more entertaining. And so I don't know. I think I'd rank Cena and both Taker matches, the match with Angle at WrestleMania, all of those above the Iron Man match. Maybe not the one with Jericho. The match with Jericho was good, but it wasn't as good as the one with Angle. Oh my God. Right off the face. So what's Shawn's record at WrestleMania's second run? 19 win over Jericho, 20 loss, 21 loss, 22 win over Vince, 23 loss to Cena, 24 win over Flair, 25 loss to Taker, 26 loss to Taker. Now I forgot how many he won. He only beat Vince and Jericho, I think. Everything else he lost. And Flair. All right, now we're finally in the aisleway here. All right, so we had to get that first little initial match over with. They're going to go in the aisleway here. This might be where somebody bleeds or they fire up that flaming 2x4. And then we'll get a finish, and then it'll be cage match time. Jeez. Fucking sheet metal. It's all that shit all over the ground. Is that Shawn's sparkly stuff? There it is. Is that the gimmicked one like he used at Royal Rumble in 2000 against Cactus? Probably is. You could just end him now. Is he having second thoughts? Oh, he's going to light it on fire. Wow, 10 WrestleMania matches in the second run. That's great. Three wins only. Dude did nothing but give back his whole second run. Oh, look, it just happens to just catch on fire right away. Don't be burning Sean's hair. Oh, put it down. Ooh. Yo, get that away from the fans. Jesus Christ. It's landed right over there. It could just blow up some kid. Look at that kid blowing on it. Yeah, that'll put it out. Oh, my God. I mean, yeah, if that burns too long, that metal's going to get really hot. It's probably already hot as shit. It was damn sick. Triple H is definitely bladed because they've been off. The camera's been off him for a while. Yep, there he is. Blood all over. Doink. Oh, right off the fucking head. WrestleMania record in his first run, Smitty. Okay, let's go. Let's do his wins first. One, lost at WrestleMania 5, lost at WrestleMania 6. I can't remember. He might have lost at WrestleMania 9 via DQ. Lost at 10, lost at 11, and that was it. His wins: he won at WrestleMania 7, won at WrestleMania 8, won at WrestleMania 12, and that was it. Is that 3 and 3? I don't recall the finish of him and Tatanka. Oh my God. At WrestleMania 9. Sean looking for a place to set the chair up. Is he going to go for a Sabu dive on him? Oh, drop toey. I keep looking at the lady in the front row. There's two people. They've got the Triple H foams. I'm like, are they rooting for Triple H and not Sean? What's wrong with them? Oh, yeah, I did see, I haven't watched it, but I did see Maven has posted a video about blading. Maven's doing this at the right time. If this would have been 25 years ago, or I guess 35 years ago at this point, he could be blackballed from wrestling, but now no harm in showing these secrets. We all know them anyway. Maven's not educating us on anything we're not aware of if you're a lifelong wrestling fan, but I like Maven. I'm glad that he's found success with his YouTube channel. Oh, God. Pedigree, that might be it. Finally, the street fight's over. And that's it. He pins Shawn Michaels. Triple H, I mean, it was technically clean. It's a street fight. Anything goes. So he just beat Shawn Michaels. Don't you have to lower it? I have to do the dun 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 dun. No sound effects? Oh, there we go. Lights. I'm just a sexy cage. Sexy cage. Okay, so you can escape this one. I know it's morbid to think about, and I don't think it's ever really happened, but I've always wondered what would happen. Because I guess I don't really understand arena technology and how you can hang so much heavy shit by cables from the ceiling and stuff. And I was like, what if something just breaks? You know those big video scoreboards in the middle of basketball courts? Like, what if it just fell right before tip-off? Just killed 2 teams. I'd just be worried. All the speakers and the lighting app and the light apparatus that they hang from the ceiling, it's just crazy that all that can be done with cables like that. Escaping the cage is kind of a dumb rule in general. It is just weird how throughout the decades, you know, some matches you do it, some matches you don't in WWE. At least the cage came down and they left all the stuff in the ring. Oh, I think Shawn might have bled again. I think we talked about this last week. If he comes up bleeding, I swear to God, last week I said, look, he's doing it again. Shawn loves to blade on slingshots. Yep. He did the same thing last week. They were outside of the ring. I don't know who had him, but they were doing the slingshot like into the ring post, and you could see him doing that. Same thing happened at Bad Blood, 1997, when Shawn and him fought outside the cage, and Undertaker slingshotted Shawn into the cage. He did the same thing. That's when Shawn loves to blade. Slingshots. See, look, he's doing it right there. See? Gigging right there. I'm glad I never worked in a profession where I was expected to intentionally slice my forehead with razor blades. I'm glad I chose something else. Because whenever I would have an interview, I'm like, would I be required to slice my forehead with razor blades? And like, no. I'm like, okay, good. Just checking. That's his epidermis. He left his epidermis all over that cage. Victor Colon, happy Sunday, man. Please tell me someone in your family is named Carlos. Because that would be sweet. Okay, thanks, Juliet. Shawn got counted out in that Mania match with Tatanka, so he lost that one too. So his only wins were 7, 8, and 12. So I think he's only won 6 WrestleMania matches total, 3 in each run. Come on, Shawn. Make it competitive. And what's cool is another cool thing about Shawn here is that he has never competed, I'm pretty sure anyway, in one of these mesh cages. Because before he retired, we were still blue bar in it in WWE. And any cage match he did have was in one of those. I know he wrestled Brett in one. Probably wrestled some other matches in there too. I just can't think of any. Whoa, look out. The curtain call took place inside the blue bar cage. Shawn had never wrestled in one of this style of a cage match, unless he did an AWA, which he might have. But everything else was the blue bar. The blue bar bitch. Oh, Lord, they're up top. I would not like to be up there. Sean's trying. Ah, God, that's got to hurt like shit. Oh, that's got to be so hard on the knee. That's just not good, Sean. Okay. Flair's getting out more furniture. Oh, yeah. Any cage match that Sean would have in his second run would be one of these cages. But before, this was the first time. This had to have been the first time he was in one of these cages. Yeah, he did a cage match with the Spirits and the Hell in the Cell with Triple H. He was just in an Elimination Chamber. They put him in inside every match you could possibly do. Here, get in this. Look at Flair, Mr. Feng Shui. Yeah, you gotta put those there. Barry, you realize I'm only just a few months away from seeing you? I'm coming back, baby. I'm coming back to Kauai. Kauai in July. Coming with the whole fam. Oh. You come down to Duke's and watch me eat some tuna again. Big elbow. What the fuck? Oh, Flair's opening it. Okay. I'm just going to get in. Flair's like crawling around on all fours. Look at him. Sean, please super kick him. Damn, goddamn Ric Flair. This interference by Flair made Sean so mad that he would retire him in 2008. Up Flair's going to blade too, isn't he? Yep. I can tell, yeah. You can tell by the way Flair's reacting. He's blading. There he goes. Not very subtle, that Ric Flair. Oh, my God. Feels like the last few watch-alongs we've done has been bloody as hell. Last week with Vince and Sean, Vince just lost a chunk of his whole skull, apparently. AJ, I'm with you, man. There was a time as a kid, too, where cage matches was the ultimate blow-off. And then things just they got so cute with everything. Now there's a million different match concepts, but back in the day, it was pretty simple. You get a blood feud, that shit goes in a cage. Super kick to both. He caught Triple H and Flair with super kicks. Now he's doing something. John, you got to stop worrying about getting them little rings up there. It's not going to work when it's upside down. Gravity will rear its head. There we go. They make tables that are just like that will have a locking type of mechanism to it. I used to use it for buffets and banquets all the time. I ordered a bunch of them, and they're just like this, and you can just kick the legs out, but they'll stay. They won't be janky. Same wooden table. Probably be much safer. Oh, Sean's going all the way. Do you got enough space to hit an elbow here? God, Sean, be careful. Oh, he's just going to splash him. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Splash for the win. Shawn Michaels. Oh, Howard. I thought Sean was going to try to hit him with the elbow off the top, but splash instead. Now you got to do a ladder match when you're probably the most physically spent. At least now you actually have a reason and an excuse to climb the ladder slowly, is because you're beating the fuck up. But look at how bloody Flair is. Was that necessary to bleed that much? Hospital time. It's a medical facility, King, not a hospital. Ugh. That's crazy. Triple H's shoulders were nowhere near the mat. One was laying on the table. All right, there's the belt. Stick it up there. Flair's the only guy who can make like the top 10 bloodiest blade jobs of all time on a run-in. Not even a match. Yeah, get those table bits out of there, guys. Watching the production crew trying to get that table out. There you go. Fold it. There you go. Yes. Good job, guys. That can be nerve-wracking when you know a lot of people are watching you and you can't fucking get something to work. What's going on with Philly, by the way? Do they even have their quarterback? I know last week he got hurt and came in late and they lost. Oh, there he is. That's him. Number 1. He's there. Just playing like shit, I guess. 27-13 Dallas. What's going to be the main event? Of what? Of this? This is the main event. Tatanani. It's Shawn and Triple H for the championship. We had Angle and Big Show earlier. Angle won the title from Big Show with help from Maya Lesnar's dad. Have you seen this guy? Have you seen a photo of Maya Lesnar's dad? It's been floating around social media. He looks exactly like her. Holy crap. Cannot believe the similarities between the two. You missed. Didn't even hit the ladder. Heavyweight championship of the world hangs in the balance as the fans on the edge of their seat. You know what my least favorite promo trope is when somebody's cutting a promo? Is when it's for a championship match. Or and especially if they have the title or something, and they're like, and I will walk out as the WWE what championship, tag team championship, intercontinental champion. I fucking hate that line. I'm like, how many times do we have to all say the same shit? All right, Sean's on top of the ladder. I just grabbed the belt right there. Boy, that's that Vince ladder he uses at 22. Oh! Crash and big burn there by Sean. Yeah, going back to WrestleMania 10 and then some, because this ladder is way bigger than the one at WrestleMania 10. You could have just grabbed the belt right there, dude. Oh, and he missed. His legs kind of caught Triple H on the way down, too. I hope that didn't make the landing worse for him. Oh, pedigree. We have some sort of a disruption in the audience there. Somebody's getting thrown out. Victor, is it you? You showing your tits out there? Security's escorting you out? I don't know if Brock's going to come back at the Rumble. At this point, I feel like Brock coming back, you'd be shoehorning him in somewhere. A match with Gunther would be cool. But is Brock going to come in and do one job and leave? So much going on right now with Punk and everything. I don't know. I don't know where Brock fits in right now. Feels like Gunther would be a good option, but I don't know. Oh, yeah. The right after this is when Triple H will start that shitty feud with Scott Steiner, which sucked, which was one of the worst things I've ever seen. Especially that Rumble match. My God. Down he goes. Boom. Super kick. And out Triple H goes. All right. Based on the amount of time we have left in this match, I have a feeling Shawn's going to climb to the top right here, right now. Triple H is going to slither in the bottom rope, push the ladder over. Shawn's going to bump on those tables that were set up yesterday and win the championship. Let's see if my prediction is right. Here Shawn goes, taking his time. No hurry to win. It's only a world title. Who cares? Might as well just have a snack on your way up. Your fruit roll up would be good. Replenish your energy before you climb the other half of the ladder. A glass of milk. I don't know, something like that. A couple more rungs to go. You'll get there. Another hour or two, you should make it to the top of that ladder. Camera's not showing the ring, which means Triple H is there to push him off. Boom! Oh, my God. Oh, you went 3 for 4. One table did not break. Get back up there. Do it again. Get it right. I don't think he's breathing. Well, let's hope that he is, Jerry Lawler. I don't think Shawn's breathing. I'm only seeing his chest heave up and down very rapidly. He must not be able to breathe. All right, Triple H is getting up there. One more rung. There you go. We know Shawn ain't getting you. Got it. It's all about the game. How many times would he be world champion now? I feel like he's won 3 world titles this year alone, has he not? He beat Jericho at WrestleMania. Then he won that and then lost it and now won it back. He won 3 world championships in 1 year? That's the way it was back then. That's another record I want to know. Who's won a world title the most times within 1 year? I'd say probably Hogan or Flair or something in the mid-90s in WCW might have done it. Oh my God, so crazy. Ugh. I guess Steve Austin would win it 3 times within a calendar year at WrestleMania 14, then after beating Kane for it, and then WrestleMania 15. But within 1 year, January to December, Triple H winning the title 3 times is crazy. Yeah, he won 2 titles and was given 1 victor, but didn't he have to win some match to actually win it? I know Bischoff gave it to him, but then I thought there was a match that happened that officially made him the champion, which I consider a title win. So I don't know. Crazy. Flair and Hogan in the 80s definitely did not win the title 3 times in 1 year. Flair, neither one would have back then. So yeah, crazy. But thanks again for being here, guys. This one was a fun one. Unfortunately, I've got plans tomorrow night. So no plans to watch Monday Night Raw live. We're going to see CM Punk on the show. He is going to announce which brand he's signing with, which we know will be Monday Night Raw. Probably going to start something with Seth Rollins. So it just kind of depends on what happens tomorrow. If we have something major happen, I'm going to come up here kind of late, but I'll talk about whatever we saw in a very general sense. And then if it's anything that can wait, I'll wait till the next day. But you'll get me here midweek somewhere with some thoughts on what's going on. So I hope you guys have a great rest of your night. If you have not hit the thumbs up button on your way out the door, I'd appreciate you doing that. And I will catch you here in just the next day or two, just not exactly sure when yet. So just stay tuned. Have a great Sunday. Thank you for being here. We'll catch you soon.